Hey everybody, it's your girl Janine Latrice Perez. How you living? I hope that you are living your absolute best life. Listen, this is the place where we're purposed, intentional, and unapologetic about prevention, conversation, advocacy, and youth engagement. So, are you ready?
How you living? Boy, 'cause I'm living my best life. And I ain't gonna hold back. 'Cause I'm living my best life. And I ain't got time to be fooling with you. They say closed mouths won't get fed. Like a closed heart can't be read. Can't live the same way as before. Just cut the ties and shut the door. Held out way too long. Should've spoke up, should've been gone. Stop singing that same old song. No, 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 no. 'Cause you don't wanna cry, so I'm gonna say.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Janine Latrice Perez. How you living? I hope you're living your best life. We're back. I get so tickled doing this. I absolutely love this. And y'all, I have someone so special. You know, y'all heard about my aunt. Y'all heard that? Y'all did watch that episode. Did you watch it though? Okay, you should go back and watch it if you didn't. But if you did, kudos to you. But listen, I got somebody extra special here. Miss Sandra Ledbetter. We got some stories to tell. I met her when my daughter was in 6th grade at Henderson. We go way back. She has some things to say. We're not going to talk about that right. But Sandra Ledbetter, and she's also my soror. Shameless plug. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So here's the thing. Miss Ledbetter has a story, and it's February. It's Go Red Month. It's Heart Health Month, and particularly it's Black History Month. And so we've got a story to tell that encompasses all. So Sandra Ledbetter, if you want to introduce yourself, I've already done it, but you want to say something, or do you want me to just dive into the questions?
Well, I am Sandra Ledbetter, and I am a survivor.
Woo! Hallelujah.
I am surviving life. So yes, we can go into your
Okay. Okay, we'll get right up. This is the importance of women's heart health. Now, can you share, we're just going to dive right on in. Can you share your personal story and how it shaped your awareness of heart health?
Okay. Well, I am a person who usually don't talk much about my life. But when my friend, Janine Latrice Perez,
Oh, girl, I love it when you say my whole name.
she knew that I had gotten out of the hospital and dealing with heart health. And this could help someone. So sometimes when we just close our mouth and don't share our story, we can hurt others. So I want to save someone, because someone may be going through the same thing that I did go through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm here today, because I want to help. Well, I will tell you, Janine, about 2 weeks ago. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go a little further than that.
Okay, go a little further, but hey, now listen, don't start whispering on me though.
Okay,
you tell that whole story and be bold
I'm
about
not,
it. Do you
I'm
hear
not.
me? Be bold.
2024, I started feeling something in my body.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept going to my PCP, telling friends, something is going on with me, I can tell. Because you got to know your body. And I'm in tune with my body now, because a while back I was not. And I promised myself I'd never take myself through that journey again. So I felt something was wrong. Well, they couldn't find anything wrong with my stomach, but I knew it was still there. I had gained 51 pounds within a month and a half, and I felt like I had a lot of fluid on me. But nobody could find that to say for sure this is what you're going through. So 2 weeks ago, I went to get a shot in my knee because I was having some knee pain. So I got a steroid shot, and that was my first time. And the doctor did tell me that nothing was wrong with my knees, but he gave me suggestions of what I could do, kind of help me with my pain. So that was on a Wednesday. Well, early Thursday morning is when it started, my life changed. my heart was beating so fast and I did not know what was going on. My hair was extremely painful. Still didn't know what was going on. I just got up that morning praising God, asking Him, Lord, please help me. Tell me what's going on. I do not know what's going on. So God said, check your blood pressure. I checked my blood pressure.
So
and my blood, yes.
So you have a blood pressure machine at home?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's important. I don't think that a lot of people do, and so that must be that's probably a really important thing, especially when you get of age.
Yes, and we're gonna talk about that, of age.
Yes, ma'am.
So I checked my blood pressure. It was high. Then I called my aunt, and I thought, okay, the only thing differently that had happened in my life was that stir shot. And I called her to ask, have you ever had a reaction? She said no. She said, what's going on? And I told her. She wanted me to check my blood pressure again. I checked it again, and my blood pressure was 221 over 104. And my aunt said, get to the hospital now. Do you have someone to take you? Of course, my husband was there. Well, I guess they just didn't believe me. I guess they thought because I'm so independent that I'm going to take myself. No, I knew not to drive to the hospital with a pressure that high. So I got my husband up, and we went to this one hospital, and I stayed there for 2 days, and they trying to get my pressure down, and it was hard for them to get my pressure down. So I'm not going to say that hospital's name, but I will say I left that hospital not knowing what was wrong with me.
And that happens quite a bit, and we could even talk about that in our subsequent session. So thank you. We're going to put a pin in that.
Right. So I was released from the hospital on a Saturday. I went in on a Thursday, and 2 days later, on a Monday, checked my pressure again. It was 191 over 104. Here I go again, back at another hospital. Now, we'll give you the name of this hospital. I went to Arkansas Heart Hospital, which I should have gone the first time.
Had you known?
Had I known, because again, I had been listening to my body. I had gone to every doctor you could name. No one could find out what was going on with me. So when I went to the Heart Hospital, and girl, I was the only one in the waiting room.
That's God.
And because I was in pain, crying, I just, my pressure went even higher. So here at the Heart Hospital, again, 200 something, because they told me the top number was in the 200. They did not tell me the bottom number. But while I was there, I got pain down my left arm, and the crying was hysterically. I got crying more.
I'm about to start crying right now.
So, they kept me to watch over. Now I'm kind of skipping over some things, because when I went to the first hospital, do remember that I stated I never knew what happened. One doctor said I had a heart attack, a sister to a heart attack. Nobody know what that means.
What a sister to a heart attack means.
The doctor who was taking care of me and who was a cardiologist, he told me I didn't have a heart attack. So again, I went home.
Key is you kept listening to your body.
I kept listening to my body. And so one doctor said, well, before you leave, this is at the first hospital, before you leave, 2 things are going to happen, but the doctor's going to choose. Put the dye in my chest or do a stress test. Well, the doctor came in, we're not going to do this here. You're going to do that in my office. So again, I went home.
Listen to your body. Keep going.
Went home, still not knowing. Only thing we do know, my pressure was down. Okay, so here, fast forward back to the Heart Hospital. They did an EKG more than once, And they came back and they said, well, we're going to keep you. They kept running tests. They did a echo where they really found out was when they did a heart catheterization.
Okay.
So that means that they go through your vein, or they can go through your groin. But they went through my vein, and they would take this little line all the way through your arm, through your chest. And I think that's when they would put the dye in to see what's going on. Well, once I got back to my room, once that had happened, my husband was so happy. Baby, we know what's going on now. Because that's the thing. I'm going through something in my body. Nobody can tell me what it is.
And this is since 2024.
Yes. That I felt the pain in my body, my stomach, the fluid on me. Nobody could find anything. He said, baby, they got it. Even though it was good news, it still wasn't good news. Because I had a mild heart attack.
And didn't know.
Now here's the thing. I don't know if the heart attack happened at the heart hospital or did it happen at the first hospital.
Or how many?
I don't know. It could have been more than one. But here's the thing. They found blockage. And they had to put a stent in. Now mind you, I don't know anything about this.
Right.
I don't know anything about a stent. Didn't know anything about going through my vein doing the catheterization. But only thing I know, by the time I got to my room, my head was hurting so badly. It's like somebody had my brain and twisted in a knot. So even though I found out what was going on from that time, well, what's going on now with my head? And my husband was like, well, doctor, what's wrong? And the doctor was like, I don't know. He said, I don't know. He said, I really don't know. He's like, well, what are you going to do? He gave me some morphine for the pain. It didn't help.
Morphine didn't help for the pain? Ain't that one of the strongest?
Yes, it did not help. Gave me some more pain medicine. That didn't help. So I looked over at the doctor. He was worried. He said, we got to take her down and do a CAT scan to make sure she didn't have bleeding on the brain. So my husband got a cold towel, put it on my head, and that tried to help.
But this is after the morphine?
Yes, this is doing the morphine. So then they decided, let's keep rotating the medicine. So they kept doing back and forth with the medicine. And the only thing I know, I was able to go to sleep. And I woke up and the pain wasn't there. So when I left the hospital, the doctor said that I had a reaction from the medicine that they gave me when I went through the procedure. So I just want you to know, listen to your body. Don't give up on you. They may give up on you, but don't you give up on you.
I appreciate that. I really thank you for sharing your story, and I know you are a pretty private person. So to do this and know that it's going to be broadcast all over the internet, I really do appreciate your story, and I'm really trying to hold back because some things I really didn't know, even though I was just kind of calling, and she kind of threw me off, kind of like, what do you mean you at the hospital? I'm confused, but I really appreciate you for doing this. Some of the other questions that I had, and I know we try to keep this to a certain time, but what I wanted you to do that were talking about the misconceptions about heart disease in women. What are some of the warning signs? So I'm going to just make sure that I do put some of the information that I do have down there for you. How can Black women in particular be more proactive in advocating for their health and medical settings? Continue to speak up for yourself.
Yes.
Continue to speak up for yourself. Don't let them tell you what you already know about what's going on with your body until they can find the answers that you need. And then what lifestyle changes? I will ask you this. Can you help reduce the risk of heart disease?
Well, this is with me, but I want to still reiterate on know your body.
Okay.
Listen to your body. Because your body is telling you what to do. You know, and they seem to think because you made it, you know, you were talking about with the cup, because of our age.
Yeah.
But that's one of the misconceptions.
Okay.
You don't have to be an older age to even suffer from heart disease.
Okay, thank you for that.
But what we need to do is kind of eat those hard, healthy foods.
Okay.
Like your whole grains, fruits and vegetables and fish, and get plenty of physical activity.
Okay.
And watch your body weight. You know, that's not the leading cause, but we do still need to make sure we have a healthy weight.
Okay.
Because that could cause issues with you. Also, make sure you're not under a lot of stress. But you know what I like? Have positive people around you.
Okay.
Positive people around you that you can talk to.
I kind of felt some kind of way because she touched me. It's almost like she was saying that I'm positive in that respect. So we're gonna
I love you. I love you. But having those positive people around you, and go and get weekly checkups. And you don't.
Did you say weekly?
I said weekly, but I meant yearly.
Health insurance. Don't play with me.
I'm sorry, guys. Because that's where I was weekly, monthly, but go yearly. Or whenever something is wrong.
Or you feel like
yes.
You know.
When you know something is wrong. You know, one thing my aunt told me, she was like, well, Sandra, we have to be careful too, because our mind is saying one thing and our body is saying something else, and they're going through this spiritual warfare. So you got to see which one you're going to listen to. You know, because you're having this fight with each other.
Right.
Contact a doctor. Now, here's one important thing. I don't know if we got time, but when you're talking to your doctor, and they are not listening, find you another one.
Woo!
Find you another one. I have dropped.
I mean, not cut the show. Just drop the doc. Drop the doc.
My PCP.
Drop the PCP.
And I'm working on
okay,
another
I know. I'm trying
one.
to be serious.
And I will not get a chance to see her until April.
But it's okay.
But I called the office because even in the middle of all of the heart issues, and they did a CT scan, they did find something else, but that's another show. They did find something else.
She's trying to take after me. That's another show. That's another story. Okay, I love it.
But here's the thing. I called her office to tell them that I need to get some information to my PCP. She's booked. I'm a new patient. So I can't get there, but guess what she's working on? She took my information of what I have gone through and what they found, and she's trying to find someone else that I can go to.
Okay, well, that's
but
good.
still go to her.
So that means she's working.
Do you
for
hear me?
I hear you. You sitting right here. You sitting
you
right
hear
here.
me?
I hear you.
So I'm like, Lord, thank you. I done found someone. And the reason why I chose her, and because she listens.
That matters.
She listens.
That matters.
She listens.
Yeah.
That's all we want, someone to listen.
That's right. It is interesting, and on our last episode, when I spoke with Michelle Stewart Brown, I think she's going to join you on the next one to kind of round up this conversation. We talked about teen mental health, and in that one she said find someone that'll listen. So yes, I think we have a thread in Black History Month. Listen to the people.
I thank
listen
you
to the heart.
for this opportunity. Because I was nervous.
It's okay.
I was nervous because when we go through health issues, we think it's something we have done. And all this time I've been at home, like, what did I do wrong?
Right. I got you.
I went to the doctor, but is it something else I didn't do? I work out. I decided here to invest in me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm investing in me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the gym. I'm working out. I'm watching what I eat. But this still happened. And one word we didn't talk about. You can get heart health issues from parents. Hereditary.
Thank you so very much for being a part of How You Living. Because when we ask how you living, we want you to be living your best life.
Amen.
We don't want you to sit up in a hospital
Amen.
for heart issues. But y'all, thank you so very much for being here and watching this particular episode. And please know that I'm going to be providing some statistics for you and some resources.
Yes.
So be sure to read at the bottom of the description. I'm your girl, Janine Latrice Perez, How You Living, where I am purposed, intentional, and unapologetic about the conversation, about prevention, and about youth engagement, and definitely the health and well-being of our Arkansans. All right, peace out now.
Don't go dealing with no fool, no, no, no. 'Cause I'm living my best life.